So you doing the podcast now, Jerry, or otherwise I have to do the podcast solo?
Oh, man. I phoned you. I was on the phone with my brother, and he lost service, so I might also dip out.
That's okay. In worst case scenario, I just have to start doing this podcast solo again. Which I was really concerned I was going to do that. I was just going to pretend like Lincoln was here, and then just keep calling back to him.
Oh, yeah, Lincoln. Yeah, that's right.
And then,
he is there for all the podcasts.
This is gonna be a quick one, anyways. I think we're not gonna do a lot of riffing because I got some shit I got to do, and then I'm just trying to get this thing done, so we can keep it going.
Alright, fair.
Yeah, I mean that's all the major updates, anyways. Is Krim might be missing.
Jesus Christ.
He might be. I literally haven't heard from him.
Did he go and do his CDL class and shit?
Not this week.
Oh.
No, he was just going on a little vacation this week. He went to Gators for a couple of days, and then he went to, then he lost it, which we'll get to. He lost it. Well, I guess we'll just get to that now. He lost in spectacular fashion.
Maybe he just smashed his phone out of rage.
That could be. That honestly could be it.
He just said, fuck this, and just smashed his phone.
I could also see him, just not paying his phone bill or something, and then, he ran out of service.
That's true. Did he tell you how long he's going to be gone, at least?
He said, a week, I think.
Okay.
Because I know he said he wouldn't be back for football this Sunday.
And he's going to Louisiana to do what?
Just do whatever, yeah. He just decided to go.
Okay. Did he ever make it to Gator's house?
Yeah, he was at Gators' house all last weekend because they were playing against each other, and then he got all fucked over by everything that happened to him, and then I remember Gator posted Dylan was so sad.
Maybe Gator murdered Dylan.
I don't think Gator would. Gator won. Gator destroyed him.
Maybe Dylan was in such a rage that he tried to attack Gator, and Gator had to stop him by.
That's true. He had to defend himself. I think Gator hasn't said anything about it because he's not sure if he'll get off or anything.
Yeah. Oh man, the conspiracy.
I can't see Gator hiding a body though. I feel like Gator's the kind of guy that would immediately crack under the pressure and turn himself in.
Well, that's why he's just been silent. Yeah, the pressure's not there yet.
Do you think you could kill somebody and then just try to hide the body?
Not for a second.
No? You think you would crack? It depends. And if it was somebody I knew, I would probably crack under the pressure. But if it was some random person I had no affiliation with, I think I could hide their body and be okay with it.
The only reason I say that is my experience shooting deer, and I absolutely did not like killing them. I'm not good at killing things. So if it's a human being with a life and a family,
that's true.
I don't think I could do it.
I think I have more remorse for animals than I do humans. So.
That is true. Humans are.
I don't know. I feel like I would feel worse about having to shoot it, put a dog down than I would a person.
Just like the family dog, everybody takes it out back and.
Yeah, I can't do that. That's psycho shit. The people that are able to do that.
Dad asked you that. What if your dad said, "Hey, I'm at the end of my life. Will you just take me out back and put me on a..."
Well, that would be different. That's a family member. I'm saying like some random person tried to attack my house, and then I just killed them.
Yeah, but then you have a plausible deniability, or a reason.
I guess the age-old story is some random person was in the middle of the road and you hit him and killed him with your car. What would you do? Would you just drive away, or would you To me, 10 out of 10 times, if nobody's around, I'm fleeing this. Just be 100% real. If this ever happens now in court, but 100%. Going home saying I hit a deer and taking my I'll wait a couple days, drive a different vehicle. I've already thought this out. Like, I would go home. I would drive a different car for a couple days. Still go to work and everything. You got to keep your,
Oh, yeah, keep
your story going. Then you wait like a week, take your car and say, I hit a deer. And then bada boom. I don't see how you'd ever get caught off that.
You know what I would do? I think I would take the body, put it in the driver's seat. I would flip the story.
Oh, you say he hit you?
Yeah, and then I would, put him in the driver's seat and then put it in drive. And then, I don't know how I would do it, but I would, somehow be tied up and put myself in the back seat. And then I would, put, a rock on the gas pedal or put their foot. So then it's like they kidnapped me and died.
that seems like a good
hope that the airbags go off and save my life. So I'd be like, oh my God, he was hitchhiking. And he got in my car and then held me.
He held me hostage? Yeah, you put a gun on him. You put a gun on him.
I came up with a better solution.
I like this solution.
Flip the script. Just slander an innocent bystander.
Yeah, this guy was like a pillar of the community, and everybody thinks he was some psycho that was kidnapping people.
Yeah.
Damn, I like that. Well, let's get into the matchup. You won last week, didn't you, Jerry?
No.
Oh, that was 2 weeks ago, I think.
I could have beat half the league.
Oh. Yeah, he goes on that 6-game winning streak to make himself, and then loses right at the end to get into the playoffs, and he loses and misses playoffs. Pretty rough.
That's
Injured was the problem. Like, Kyler got knocked out immediately.
Oh
yeah. Kenneth Walker had an injury. Who else? Somebody else. Saquon, I think, was limited. He only played 10 snaps or something.
Oh yeah, and then his Travis Homer.
Yeah, did horrible.
Got him 4 points. 4.5 points.
Yeah, that's
Damn.
Then that made the playoff picture. Matt Lash, Bacon, and Gator both won in, and then the guys that had and 2-on.
Yeah, you and Nolan are fine now. Damn.
Yeah, we're on the bye. We're playing each other this week. I'm gonna treat that as that's always the matchup, as the guys on bye weeks.
All right.
I thought about it'd be kind of in bad taste now, just because my Kittle ended up going off last night. But I thought about hitting Nolan up earlier and saying if he wanted to put some money on this week to make it a little more interesting.
Oh, you never know.
Yeah, put $10 on our matchup, but no, that he probably wouldn't do it.
But yeah, I lost to Troy. He had 155 point game. That was insane.
Yeah, that's rough. First team actually looks pretty good here down the stretch now.
Yeah.
Just way too late.
Yeah.
Just
too late. Yeah, which is insane because this team was looking bad for a while.
Yeah, he looked like he was probably going to have the worst team in the league.
Yeah, I thought I would have him. I was like, oh, that team looks like trash compared to mine. And then now he's putting up 155 points.
The big thing is, did we ever get everybody to agree on the whole Santa Claus thing? We should probably put that in the chat. For last place.
I get a punishment pie because Matt hasn't done his yet.
Yeah.
If Matt gets kicked out of the league, then I'll do my punishment.
Okay. We'll just start the punishment next year.
Right.
We just got to get everybody to agree on it before the season. This is the punishment. You have to go fucking get a picture with Santa Claus.
I'll agree to a mild one. We were talking about it. Matt sat by for a second yesterday, too. Actually, we didn't talk about the chip. But the one chip challenge, dude, I think that would absolutely annihilate my guts for 3 days.
Yeah, probably.
I have such a sensitive stomach, and I'm a bitch about it. But there's another reasonable one.
Well, that's why I said this. You came up with the Santa one. I think that one's perfect.
That is pretty good.
Yeah, well, then, I had the whole idea, too. I was saying to Krim, do your parents have, one of those big picture frames where you put, all the pictures of, your kids with Santa Claus throughout the year? You label it, 1996, 1997. You ever seen those things? But we do that for each year with each loser. We just keep adding like the next year's loser.
There's got to be like a T-shirt that goes around though, like that has like maybe kind of like a BBC trophy, like the winner has.
Yeah.
But like a silhouette of a.
Well, that's what my idea was, that you just have to you take that picture frame and then you just have it in your house of the loser.
Yeah, that is true.
Yeah, that's the loser trophy. Is the
I
Santa
mean,
picture frame.
When you take your picture with Santa, you got to wear this T-shirt.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Like, I'm a loser. I lost in fantasy football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think then the Santa would be more likely to be like, all right, we'll take the picture. You know.
Yeah. Maybe you just have to act like you're like mentally challenged.
Boy, I got that down.
I think you could pull that off pretty well, Jared. I'm not gonna lie. I think they would be concerned for the children, though. They're like, if this guy goes on a rampage.
Where's his guardians?
Where are his guardians? That's what we could do. I could pretend like I was your handler and you just rage out and you knock me unconscious. You're like, Santa!
Oh.
That wouldn't really be a punishment for you. I mean, it would be in the fact that it'd be pretty embarrassing, but it'd be pretty like terrifying for the mall Santa.
Yeah, the poor guy that had nothing to do with it. He's gonna be shitting his pants.
So you have to be mauled by some giant mentally challenged man. You're gonna pull his beard off.
So the next matchup we got
from last week. Were there any other big ones? That was kind of just the biggest one. Was like everybody took care of business other than Dylan. Like fucking. Let me see here. I gotta pull up the scoreboard.
What happened to Nolan? Why do you only score 63?
I don't know. His team had kind of been overperforming for a couple weeks. I think it just kind of all came crashing down this week.
That was a huge bust on his part.
Andy didn't have Justin Fields. Yeah, I don't know. He might be a first run out. He's on the Lincoln side of things, which is I'm glad I ended up. We'll get into the playoff bracket here in a minute. I'm glad I ended up on the other side because I did not want to have to play Lincoln.
Yeah.
So I'm on the other side this time. But we'll get to that. But yeah, so like Bacon really didn't score that well either.
No.
And then
that's what I'm saying.
Gator really even too with like 109. Like that's not that crazy good of a score.
Right. I mean that.
Matt Lash got beat.
7 people.
All the playoff teams that had to win to get in kind of came in with a whimper.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like honestly, if I'm looking at these teams, I feel like Riley and Krim's team is better than most of their teams, and they're out of the playoff.
I would say those two did have a pretty sweet year. I mean, Riley did he was flip flopping a lot, but
yeah,
had a decent little comeback story. I thought.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping to see him get in after his long losing streak. That's what I seen an interesting idea online this week where they the top 4 teams get in by record, and then the bottom they do the bottom 4 by points scored, or bottom 2 by points scored. So like the wild card teams are like the top highest scoring teams out of not the top 4 in record. So
okay.
So it's like almost like a college football like power ranking type thing.
Right.
Very kind of interesting. And then I seen the podcast I was listening to. They're like, what if you did it where the top 4 teams get in by record, and then the bottom 2 are voted in by the league.
Oh, that would be sweet.
So we could all be like, oh man, Dylan and Riley, they deserve to get in. So then we vote them in over Bacon and. Yeah. But except in our league, I think it would get in by likability. Or we maybe have some people trying to do some sneaky things, trying to vote you into the playoffs, so they have an easy win.
Honestly, I think the top 4 get in. And I do like the points.
Yeah, I thought that was a cool idea. I do like the regular way too of record. That's kind of those are the breaks of fantasy football. Sometimes you get a bad matchup. You know, it just
is. It's kind of crazy that I did score the least amount, but barely.
Yeah.
Compared to Matt.
Yeah, Matt's consistency to just be one of the worst, if not the worst team every year. It's just amazing.
Yeah.
And he's always bringing up how good he is in his other leagues. Like I said that in the chat this week. He's always like the kid that has a girlfriend that goes to another school.
Uh-huh.
It's like, I'm so good in these other leagues. You guys just don't know. So just our league, I'm always bad. Just the league you guys all see me in.
I know, like he's trying to take credit for the other league that me and him.
Yeah, we all clearly know who's carrying that team, Jerry.
Yeah. But I'm not going to sit here and brag about it.
Yeah. You're a humble guy.
This podcast is not about me just owning in the other league.
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah.
But no, we don't really have any other matchups to talk about. I don't think. We'll just get to the playoff bracket right now, and then we'll get to the matchups. So the playoff bracket, I ended up with the number 1 seed because Nolan lost.
Yeah.
And then Nolan's got the number 2 seed. We've got Matt Lash versus Tuanon on the Nolan side, and then I've got Bacon and Gator on my side.
Damn, dude, that's solid for you.
I don't know, because I feel like the only thing is I don't think there's any way that Matt Lash beats Tuanon. So that side I just see as you're going to have to play Tuanon.
Right.
And then whereas my side, either one of them, I'm not those are both pretty good teams, both Bacon and Gator. We have a 50-50 shot at a repeat, the first repeat champion. Me, Nolan, and Bacon have all won before. So 50-50 shot at the first ever repeat.
Damn. Do you get to sign your name again on the trophy?
Oh yeah, we always said that the crown, the gobbler thing, on the thing.
Oh, that's
where the first 2-timers gonna get to sign.
Okay, fair.
Yeah, so that's it could be, what twisted irony would that be if Bacon became the first 2-time champion? Because his teams have mostly been terrible, and then every once in a while he has a team. He pulls a team together.
Yeah, it's funny because I distinctly remember probably early to mid in the season, you guys were talking about his team. You're we were doing a recap, and you're yeah, there's really nothing remarkable about his team, and just it was a very boring team.
Yeah,
now he's in the playoffs.
His team, I still feel is kind of boring. Like I said, he got in last week by scoring 90 points.
That's true.
He might get fucked pretty hard by the news that just came out. We'll get into that matchup here first. This is the 5th and 4th seeds playing each other. Bacon versus Gator. But the news broke today that Garrett Wilson or Zach Wilson's going to play instead of Mike White, which Mike White's been lighting it up with the Jets, and Zach Wilson's the worst quarterback in the NFL. So that turned what looked like a smash matchup against Detroit to he might score 6 points.
Oh no.
But then you got AJ Brown against Chicago. That should be he's got some good matchups this week.
Yeah, that's not bad.
And then Gator already kind of I honestly don't know which one of them I would rather play next week. I kind of see their teams as kind of the same.
Well, yeah. I mean, from my very lack of knowledge, but looking at what I know, I would agree.
I feel like I'd probably give Gator the slight edge to win this game. Because Pollard's been awesome. Mahomes has been, obviously, he's the number 1 quarterback. I guess he's number 2.
Yeah.
I'd be more scared to play Gator, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I would agree with you. And then, the wide receiver match matchup and stuff. Like I don't think. So when you have teams that are easy, like you have AJ Brown against Chicago.
Yeah.
So when Chicago's an easy team, the quarterback is going to be passing that much, right? Like,
yeah, that's always been kind of the old thinking behind it is like, well, they're going to get up so fast that they're not going to have to pass it that much. There's certainly you would rather have a shootout.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, they still have to get up. So, like, they still had to pass the ball at one point. So, like, having, like, an easy wide receiver matchup, like, it's still going to be a good matchup for the receiver. And Chicago's offense is actually pretty good. So, like, they could actually, like, put up some points. So, like, I think A.J. Brown should be fucking awesome this week. And then,
but you're taking Gator over Bacon?
I think so, because that's, like, the only matchup on. I would have been really excited about Garrett Wilson versus Detroit if I were Bacon, but now with Zach Wilson, I just think Zach Wilson's fucking horrible.
Damn.
Like, he was not. You look at Garrett Wilson's scores with and without Zach Wilson, it's like night and day. Like, he'd probably be a wide receiver 1 right now if he just didn't have Zach Wilson dragging him down.
That blows.
Yeah, the guy's, like, horrible. I'm pretty excited about it as a Lions fan, that the Lions should be able to get a pretty good win this week. Because I was a little worried. They're playing in New York. Goff's been pretty terrible on the road, especially in cold weather.
So the Lions are looking at being 500. That's pretty.
Yeah, 500 in the playoff picture. They pretty much win. They're in.
Yeah, that is insane.
And like they've been they've basically been a top 5 offense this year. Their defense is playing a little bit better. Whew.
Me and Ben were kind of talking about that yesterday. You know, like, I obviously don't know shit about football, as has been stated.
Right.
But in my head I'm thinking, like, Goff, no, he's not the best quarterback, obviously. But there is this good chemistry going on right now.
Yeah, he's like a point guard. He just, like, he puts the ball. He's like a middle tier quarterback where he's not gonna do anything extra, but he'll do exactly what he needs to do in the offense.
Exactly. So, like, who are they going to be looking for? Because his contract's up this year, right?
No, he has one more year under the. I think he actually has 2 more years after this year, but we can get out of his contract after next year. I think we can even get out of it next year if we wanted to.
Okay.
But what I think the Lions are going to do is I think they're going to take a super high upside quarterback like Anthony Richardson, who's like this dude that's like a fucking beast. He's got like he's kind of like raw talent wise, but he's got a giant arm and he's like super fast. And he basically is like kind of like Cam Newton almost.
Okay.
And except with like a better arm probably. But I think they're going to take somebody like that and like sit him for a year or two. Like,
dude,
and then just keep going.
If I was a quarterback, I feel like I'd be begging to go to the Lions at this time because it's just the franchise has been shit for so long. And then they have like an arsenal of wide receivers that are like.
Yeah, they're literally like they got some holes. They got some holes to plug on the defense, but their offense, like, we've got like probably the second best O-line in the NFL after the Eagles. And like our receivers are looking like they're probably a top 10 unit at this point. Like that, the Lions are loaded. Like that'd be a ideal destination to go as like a rookie quarterback.
Right, because then you could just be like a fucking legend. Like you could.
Right, that's the thing. I said that if Goff like leads us to a playoff win, like we should build a statue of him in Detroit.
Legitimate.
Which they might have a chance because like right now. Like, chances are we'll have the 7th seed if we get in, and then like we'd probably play the Vikings again, who we almost beat once, and then just beat the shit out of the second time.
The statue of Goff should be so big that big fist is Goff's fist.
Yeah.
Just add Goff behind it, and that's his fist.
Yeah. I don't know. Things are looking up for the Lions. I've always said that, like. every time they have like a shake-up, it's like, oh man, they're doing the right things. But this time it actually does feel different. It feels like every move they make, like, it makes sense. And like we finally have like a good coach and like GM like running things. And they're like, this is also like the first time that in my lifetime that the ownership's been like pretty hands off, where they're just like, we're just gonna let the football people do the football stuff.
Yeah, good. Yeah. Good.
Yeah, because like the daughter took over and she's just been like super hands off.
And that's what people have been begging for years, right?
Yeah, because her dad was fucking. Her mom was kind of hands off too, but yeah, we still sucked under. I don't know. We just didn't have the right people running things. Now we seem to have the right people running things. And Dan Campbell, he's just such a likable guy.
Yeah, he seems like he came straight out of a trailer park.
Yeah. What did he did an interview this week where he's talking about like, because they threw that they did that fake punt or whatever, in like their own 30, and then like also there was the pass to win the game was the pass to the right tackle Penei Sewell, and like on the punt they were having technical difficulties, and like he was telling them to not run it, and then they thought that he said run it, and then so they ran it and got it. And then they said the Penei Sewell thing. He said he was like looking at the fans were like doing the wave, and he was like looking around at it, and he didn't even hear them say they were doing that play call. And then like I was listening to like a former GM talk about that, and he's like you would be surprised how often shit like this happens. He's like but most coaches will just like not like admit that happened. Like he's right. Like, but it's like so refreshing to see a coach that's just super open and honest about stuff like that.
Yeah, that is that. Yeah.
Like he's just such a likable guy. Mm-hmm. That's who we'd probably build a statue of. Dan Campbell gets us a playoff win. We're building a statue of Dan Campbell.
Yeah, I like it.
If Dan Campbell wins us a Super Bowl, he'll never have to pay for a meal in Detroit again or in Michigan.
Oh, dude, no.
Like, he'd be. But the thing is, like I mean, we've had the Tigers that were good, and like the Red Wings, obviously, but like, I don't know. I feel like Michigan is like a football state, like, but people love the Lions. Like, there's definitely like people like the Red Wings and shit, but like, I feel like if the Lions actually won, they'd go. This state would go crazy.
Yeah, liking a team that's been good, has a flip flop type of history. That's whatever, people right. Like that. But to be a football fan, to be a Lions fan for a lifetime and just never have it go well.
Yeah.
And for it to go well one year, people lose their fucking mind.
Yeah, it's like the Bills. The Bills right now, their fans are going crazy because the Bills are good. And they were bad for so long. Yeah. Or even the Chiefs before that. The Chiefs were like super bad for a long time.
What do you think that does for a franchise and like their future? Like to have an amazing year, like the Buffaloes, like are they going to be good for years to come because of it? Like,
I think once you have that franchise quarterback like Allen, that you're always going to be like some level of good.
Yeah.
That's why I still want us to. Ben was like saying how he'd rather us just roll with Goff at this point. And like I'm like, dude, we gotta get like Goff has been good, but like you gotta get the franchise quarterback. You gotta at least we get 2 first-round picks this year. We gotta use one of them on a quarterback.
Is that what you think? You think of the quarterback then?
I think that should be one of our picks. I'm not necessarily saying that should be our first pick or our second pick. It depends on. I always just feel like if there's a quarterback that you like, you should just take them. Like if we have the 3rd overall pick, which like right now we do with the Rams pick. If you like a quarterback, like just take him there. Like why fuck around and risk somebody else taking him? Like right. let the rest of the draft board like fall out whatever way.
Yeah, because Goff's time here is gonna probably come to a close pretty quickly. So
yeah, like I said, that's my guess is that we'd take a QB, whether it be like C.J. Stroud or like. Or whoever, or maybe even like the Texans don't like Bryce Young because he's so small. We take a QB there and then we let him sit for a year or two under Goff, and then just keep.
Well, and we don't have a great backup, do we? Just like a career backup guy, right?
No, we don't. Yeah.
So,
And then who knows? In like a year or two, maybe we trade Goff. Like it really the situation reminds me a lot of like the Chiefs a few years ago, where they had Alex Smith, who was playing pretty good, like was playing like pretty damn well. At one point, he was like an MVP candidate, and they drafted Pat Mahomes, and then they let him like sit for a year, and then they traded Alex Smith for like a second-round pick like the next year.
Yeah,
like I think that could be like very much the same situation.
I would like to see a quarterback drafted early, like you're saying, just because we don't have a great backup, so then if Goff was to get hurt, it wouldn't. Then we could have that person step up and then prove themselves.
I like the idea of us just rolling with Goff for another year. His contract's not really that expensive, and then we have the rookie, and then just let him learn the offense for a year, and then it's his time the next year.
Yeah.
Like, I think that'd be ideal.
I think if you would have mentioned, like, if we were talking about this earlier in the season, we probably would have said no, get defensive guys, but it seems like it's kind of that's turned around.
Yeah, defense alone. We still could use some guys in the secondary and like a few other spots, like maybe another edge rusher. Although we've had a couple of those guys step up too, but I mean we got I think we have I know we have two, but I think we might even have the Rams second this year too. I can't remember. So I think we might have 3 second-round picks and then 2 firsts.
Damn.
So we'll have ammo to pick some like defensive players.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
And then I'm hoping that they can re-sign. This kind of turned into a Lions Talk podcast, but I'm hoping they re-sign DJ Chark too, and then just keep the infrastructure going.
He's been super good this year, and it's like he's such a good weapon to have. Even then, you have Amon-Ra St. Brown, and you got this
Jamison Williams,
and it's like, so if you got 3 options,
that's why I think they traded away Hawkinson. A lot of Lions fans got pissed off about it. I was like, I just don't think he's going to be used enough in our offense to be worth paying, because we're going to have to pay him next year.
Right. Yeah.
Like, and then I don't know. I'm not big at, and I'm like he's like a top 10-ish tight end, and like, but he's not like Kittle good or Kelsey good, and he was gonna ask for that level of money.
Right. Yeah. Like, top tight ends are like top of the top, but I think once you get to the middle level of tight ends, it just falls off.
But that's the thing. He was gonna be a middle level guy that we were gonna have to pay top end money.
Right. And when you got so many weapons that you could throw down the field to, I mean,
right?
Yeah, and you got a good running back. So
we got 2 good running backs.
Yeah. Damn.
But anyways, who do you think wins this matchup, Jerry? You taking Bacon or you taking Gator?
I'll go Gator.
I think I'm gonna go Gator too.
All right.
Then we got this one should be pretty easy. Like, although Matt Lash got off to a pretty good start with his kicker and defense.
Yeah, not bad.
But I think Tuanon's going to take care of business here. Although he doesn't have the best matchups this week. Like, Matt Lash could sneak a win in over Tuanon this week.
Is it fair to call that an upset? I want to call a playoff upset that Lash takes it.
He could, like. I like Zonovan Knight's matchup, even though Detroit's defense has been a little bit better. But he doesn't have anything, and I'm still going with Tuanon.
That's fair. I just want to call an upset.
You can call the upset. I'm not calling the upset here. I think Stevenson probably doesn't play, but then he has Pacheco to like just plug in anyways. Who has like an awesome matchup against Houston. So I think Tuanon's gonna take care of business. Matt Lash's team's kind of been on the decline for quite a while.
Yeah, that's all right. I want to call this one an upset.
And then Dylan didn't change any of his lineup. So, I don't. Are we gonna even talk about the losers bracket? Probably not.
Nah, that's
yeah.
Podcast has been straying away from football anyway, so no one gives a shit about losers. So.
Yeah. Me and Nolan have the bye week matchup. I think I'm going to crush him.
You're going to crush him.
Yeah, in the bye week matchup. I already had 25 points out of my tight end.
Yeah.
And then also, I strategically stashed all the defenses that played Houston during the playoffs. I have literally every defense that plays Houston at some point during the playoffs. I don't know if necessarily I'm going to play them every week because Jacksonville's defense isn't the best, but I just wanted to make sure if I'm playing championship week that nobody has them to play against me.
Yeah, that's fair.
Playing a little keep away. I stashed a couple running backs on the bench this week too, hoping their starters get hurt.
I quickly abandoned my whole hoarding defenses of quarterbacks.
Why is that?
What?
Why is that?
I don't know. I guess I do have 3 defenses, but I dropped Garoppolo so I could spend all the rest of my fab on Jameson.
Oh yeah, that's probably a good move.
Yeah.
You gonna play him? You gonna play him this week, Jerry?
Fuck, I may as well, right?
I don't know. He only played like 10 snaps last week or something like that.
I would do it for the meme. Fuck it.
Yeah, do it for the meme. Pick Devin Duvernay back up, play him.
Oh, is he still on the waivers?
I would assume he's still on waivers.
Yep. He's had a massive fall off.
Yeah, he is. Well, they're playing with a backup quarterback these days.
All right, who do I drop? The Panthers or the Colts?
To get Devin?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know who has better matchups. Those are both pretty matchup dependent guys. I know the Panthers have the Lions in a few weeks.
I guess who is more likely to get picked up if I drop them, Colts or Panthers?
Panthers have Tampa Bay and Detroit. Somebody would maybe play them against Tampa Bay. Colts. Let's see
Nobody
what the
wants Colts.
Everybody hates the Colts, but they do have a week 17 matchup. Maybe people would play them against the Giants. So I would say nobody's playing. Maybe somebody would play the Panthers this week against Pittsburgh. Like I probably would play them against Pittsburgh this week, but after this week, I don't think anybody's gonna play them.
Yeah. Okay, I dropped the Colts. All right, Jerry the Bag is finally gonna play his Fab Boys.
Jerry the Fab. Jerry the Bag of Fab.
Devin Duvernay, he's in. Who did I swap him for? Chris Godwin. Jamal Williams,
Damn,
he's
Jerry.
in. Who did I swap him for? Keenan Allen.
You didn't even say his right name. He called him Jamal Williams.
Yeah.
Who do you play this week, Matt?
Yeah.
Oh, man. If those guys lined up against Matt, that'd be pretty funny.
That would be hilarious. That'd be the best. I'm really throwing it, too, because we did have like a 50-50 percentage, but now it's Matt by a decent amount. But it's for the memes.
It's for the memes. You gotta do it for the memes.
The fans. It's for the fans. I gotta play my boys.
Yeah, you gotta play for the fans.
I spent 70 fab on these 2 guys.
So what are your final playoff predictions? I'm going Gator and Lincoln. Is that what you're going as well?
Yep.
Gator and Lincoln.
But I'm taking Lash over Lincoln.
Oh, you are taking Lash over Lincoln.
Mm-hmm.
I thought you just said you were taking Lincoln over Lash.
No, Lash over Lincoln.
Oh, okay. So you're taking Lash and Gator.
Yeah.
I'm taking Gator and Lincoln.
Gator and Lincoln.
Yeah.
All right.
I just don't see any way Matt Lash beats Lincoln. That'd be pretty crazy. I would be very sad that I was on the other side of the playoffs because I don't think we reseed. We should reseed, but I don't think we do. I think if I remember right, you just are stuck on this.
Now? for the playoff, the final.
What's that? Oh, who wins it all?
Yeah.
Yeah, who knows if you're on again before then.
Right. It's
Oh, you cut off, Jerry, right while you're making your prediction.
well, now that we're in the playoffs, we got to start making these predictions.
You're making.
I'm gonna go. I don't think Nolan makes it past.
I don't either. I think it's personally gonna be me or Lincoln that win it.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be you. Is my guess.
Me is the first two-time champion.
Yeah, I think so. Seems cheap because you're number one.
I'm gonna predict myself as well. Because I'm arrogant.
Good confidence. I like it.
Yeah, because I don't know. I feel like my team's like pretty weak for being like a favorite this year. Like the problem is I have Derrick Henry and like maybe the two best wide receivers in fantasy.
I mean, at least two of the top. But you're still the highest scoring person by 96 points.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I'm just saying. Like I remember, I've had better teams that I've lost the championship with than this one.
Right. Yeah, but everything started so slow this year.
Yeah, that's true. Well, and it just sucks that my quarterback situation, but I'm hoping I can see what happens next. I'm very interested to see what the Lions do against the Jets defense. Because if Goff has a stinker, I'm going to be kind of afraid to play him next week against Carolina.
Yeah.
Because he hasn't been his home road splits have been insane. Like he has I think he has like 2 passing touchdowns to 4 interceptions on the road this year, and then he has like 22 or no, he has like 24 passing touchdowns to like 2 interceptions at home.
Oh shit!
Yeah, his like home road splits are like insane. But a lot of his road games have been in like pretty hard places to play, so it might be a little skewed.
Do you want me to drop Trevor Lawrence?
That would be collusion. I would love for you to drop Trevor Lawrence.
I mean, wouldn't you guys all have to spend money on him?
I don't have any money left.
I could shake it up.
Well,
I could drop Trevor Lawrence.
I'm not telling you to do anything, Jerry, because that would be collusion.
I could drop Trevor Lawrence and try to shake up the playoffs a little bit.
You probably shouldn't do that, Jerry, especially now that you just admitted it under oath.
Well, I'm not saying for you to pick up. I'm saying for anybody to pick up.
Yeah, but I would pretty much be the only team that would benefit from that because everybody else kind of has a locked and loaded wide quarterback.
I mean, no one has Kirk Cousins.
Yeah, but he has Justin Fields. I think he's just playing Kirk Cousins as a meme this week since he doesn't have to play anybody.
Okay, I guess I won't. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right. You would be like the only one to benefit.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Okay, I won't do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it. I was gonna maybe if I had to play this week, I wouldn't have played Goff against the Jets. I would have like picked another QB up. Like I would have picked up Mike White ended up not playing, but that's probably who I would have picked up before the news broke.
Yeah.
Or maybe I would have picked up Brock Purdy.
I don't even know who that. Oh, that's that little boy.
Yeah.
How old is that kid? Like 12?
Yeah, he is. First 12-year-old quarterback in the NFL.
Nice.
I think he's actually kind of old for being in the NFL. He's like a first-year rookie. I think he was like a 4-year starter or something.
Really?
Yeah.
He looks so young.
He's awesome. He might take that job from Trey Lance.
Wait, what is his name?
Brock Purdy.
Brock Purdy.
Dude, Brock's an awesome name. I should name my future son Brock. Brock Bradley.
That's solid.
That's got a good name. That's got a good ring to it. Brock Bradley sounds like he would be like a porn actor.
Yeah, it does.
My future porn actor son.
Yeah.
Would you be disappointed if your son was doing porn?
I don't know. I think there's variables to that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, is he Ron Jeremy porn, or is he doing it in dingy basement porns for
that's
$200?
Yeah, that would be the problem. I'd be worried about him getting diseases.
Yeah. I mean, you do you, but how's the 401k there, bud?
How's the 401k?
How's your retirement looking, guy?
That's true. Well, didn't
But
like
they can't go stay hard forever, so.
it's crazy how much porn they do in such a short amount of time. Like, isn't that always the thing? Like Mia Khalifa did porn for like 6 months.
Yeah, that was like a huge like story break. I feel like.
Yeah, and she was like, she has like a fucking million porn videos out there.
Yeah.
I feel like there's still new porn of her coming out. They just like has been. I feel like there's still new porn of her coming out that's just like never been like released or whatever. They just keep finding. They just keep finding more and more.
Solid business decision.
I remember she was like trying to like slide into Kirk Cousins' DMs at one point. There was a couple. Yeah, there was a couple different football players she like tried to hook up with.
Isn't that crazy? Like as an average dude, like most guys, like, oh yeah, immediately. Yeah. But if you're at that status, you're like, you know, or maybe not you, but you're just like, no, immediately no.
Well, that's what there's always a famous story about DK Metcalf where he was dating some model, or not dating her. He was like, but she was like hitting him up, or he was hitting her up for a booty call or something.
Yeah.
And he canceled on her because he was too busy having a three-way already.
Oh yeah, I do remember hearing about that.
Yeah, he's like that. I was just talking about this. I don't remember if I talked about this on the podcast or if I just talked about it last Sunday. But he's like such a contrast between those two guys. Like, cause Lockett's a virgin. Like Lockett, Tyler Lockett. He's like a super like Christian dude. Like that's waiting until marriage.
Dude, I had no idea.
Yeah, and so he's literally a virgin. And then DK Metcalf's like the sex god that's like having three ways and orgies and shit.
Damn.
And they're two receivers on the opposite side of each other. They're both good.
That's insane.
They literally could not be more different of people.
Damn. Do you feel like there's different standards being held to different positions in the NFL? Like for DK to be
definitely.
Easy one.
Like a quarterback, they would probably be. It'd be a bigger story with a quarterback.
Yeah, like they would immediately. I feel like they would be so looked down upon, and
yeah.
Like for DK, it's kind of like, all right, you're a dirtball, but whatever.
Yeah. Well, he's like, yeah, like I think that's kind of like that's the right position because it's like wide receivers are kind of like divas, like they're like they want the ball. Like I feel like that fits personality wise.
But then like the quarterback's like the leader, the dad of the team. It's like,
it would look a little bit worse if you were the quarterback. Like if like Trevor Lawrence was going out and having orgies and shit. You'd be like, what are you doing, Trevor? Like I remember it was a huge story on Jimmy Garoppolo was dating a porn star at one point. That was like a huge story, like that he was dating.
I mean, look at the guy. Of course he is.
Yeah, he's like the most handsome man alive.
He's like the typical J.C. Penney like catalog guy.
Yeah, is he the most attractive man in the NFL?
No, he's too vanilla.
Really, who's more attractive than him?
I don't know. I feel like there's. If you're going by like textbook, I would say yes.
Yeah.
But
you're just saying not for you.
I mean, I feel like a lot of people are in love with like even Kelsey, which I don't know.
I don't know if he's that attractive.
Not really. He gives off trailer trash vibes.
Yeah, he like grew up in the hood in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Yeah. He like grew up in a pretty poor neighborhood in Cincinnati.
I mean, I couldn't name someone off the get right now. I mean, I think Zeke's pretty handsome.
Really? I feel like Zeke's ugly.
Really?
Yeah.
But like we're saying, like Garoppolo is like textbook handsome. Right. Like you said, handsome. That's him.
Yeah. Manuel Sanders. He was always a pretty good-looking guy. He's not in the NFL anymore, though.
Manuel Sanders.
Yeah, Manny Sands. He was a good-looking guy.
I'm looking him up right now. Yeah, he's all right.
Yeah. He's got a very symmetrical-looking face.
Yeah.
Even like Antonio Brown, like before he like went crazy. I feel like he was a pretty good looking guy.
Yeah. What about Terrell Owens?
T.O.? Yeah, he's got kind of a nice jawline.
Yeah.
Yeah, T.O.'s a pretty good looking guy.
Not bad.
Edelman, he was always without the beard. He's probably like textbook handsome.
Honestly, I think the most handsome ones are the linemen.
The linemen?
Yeah.
Who's the most handsome lineman? Probably Aaron Donald on the D-line. He's a handsome guy.
Aaron Donald? Yeah.
Nick Bosa is kind of a handsome guy.
Did you see that thing with the Philadelphia's linemen doing the Christmas album?
I haven't listened to it yet, but I knew that was a thing. Yeah.
Yeah. There's a couple of handsome dudes with that.
Well, Travis Kelce's brother, he's the center.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Jason Kelce. They have a podcast together.
OBJ.
OBJ, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of the receivers and quarterbacks are good looking guys.
Yeah.
Is that part of being on defense? You have to be uglier.
Yeah, you just gotta be ugly and gritty.
That's a prerequisite. Like the hotter guys get to be on offense. The uglier guys have to go on defense. I think we're onto something.
I looked up an article about like the sexiest NFL players.
Yeah, they're probably all on offense. I think we're onto something here.
No,
if you're on defense, you're uglier.
Khalil Mack is on this list.
Really? I guess he's pretty handsome guy.
Yeah. They have him listed at number 1.
What? He's definitely not the most handsome.
No, okay, not number 1. My bad. I misspoke. I was looking at
number 1's got to be
9.
Jimmy. He's got to be it's got to be Jimmy G.
This list says number 1 is Tom Brady. So they're just going.
Yeah, I forgot about Tom Brady. He's pretty handsome too. He's had a little bit of plastic surgery and stuff though.
But he doesn't. I still don't think he holds a candle to Jimmy G.
I don't either. I'd take Jimmy G.
Yeah, 100%.
Dak Prescott. He's a pretty good looking guy.
I mean, okay, Aaron Rodgers is on this list. This list is invalid.
He's not even that good looking.
No, he's ugly.
Yeah.
Like he's just creepy looking.
Yeah, especially now. He's got like the wiry looking hair.
Pat Mahomes is on this list.
Yeah, he's not good looking at all.
This list is just literally popularity.
Yeah, that's wrong. That's all wrong.
It's like if they took like the top 20 players in the NFL and then listed the hottest ones of the top 20.
I mean, I get Tom Brady. Tom Brady's kind of got like that supermodel like look to him.
Yeah.
Like, he could do some. He does modeling for his own T-shirts.
Yeah, but he's also.
Have you ever seen the Brady brand like clothing?
No.
It's like the most generic shit you've ever seen that they're charging like $100 for.
Really?
It's literally like a fucking like Under Armour shirt with like TB on it.
Yeah, that's the thing is like there's gonna be zero street cred to it. Yeah. Like for streetwear or something, then someone's like, "Oh, dude, sweet shirt. What is it?" "Oh, it's Tom Brady's brand." Like that's not gonna sound cool.
No.
It's not like getting the new Yeezys or some shit. It's like this is Tom Brady T-shirt I bought for $100.
Yeah, I don't know who's buying it. I feel like it's like suburban, like middle class white dudes.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
It's like dads.
Yeah. 45-year-old dads.
45-year-old dads with like a beer gut.
Yeah.
They're like, Tom Brady. This is Tom Brady's shirt.
Yeah. Just trying to get people to care, but nobody does.
They're like, oh my god, when do I get to leave?
Yeah.
It's like you're at like a birthday party for your kid's friend, and then the kid's dad is like wearing some Tom Brady shirt he's trying to tell you about. You're like,
"Oh, dude, feel the material. It feels so good. It's so soft." Yeah, man, it feels like an Under Armour T-shirt.
Yeah, it feels like this starter shirt I bought at Walmart. It's just got Tom Brady on it. It literally is like the most generic shit I've ever seen. I can't believe how much money he's charging for it.
Just rich people getting richer, man.
Hey, man, I don't blame them. If somebody, it's the onus is on the people that buy it.
That is true. That is their fault.
That's up to you as a consumer to be like, oh, this is just fucking garbage with his name on it.
Yeah. Essentially.
Like, I'm a Tom Brady fan. I'm not buying any Tom Brady clothing because it's like the most. If he was like cool, maybe I would. If he had like a cool design on it. I'm a big design guy. It's gotta have a cool design on it for me to wear.
Hold on. There is a decent looking one right here.
Maybe he's upped it up.
No, I don't even know if this is part of his brand. Oh, it is. Never mind. Never mind. It's not quite as cool as I thought it was. From a glance, I thought it was cool. I looked closer. Not that cool. I'll send it to you.
Okay.
Great podcast.
This is gonna be the podcast thumbnail.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna make it, whether it looks cool or not. This is gonna be the podcast thumbnail. It's gonna be very confusing. It'll be the playoff special, and then it'll be a Tom Brady shirt advertising.
I mean, hey, we're talking playoffs and we're talking Tom Brady.
That's true. That's true.
You can't talk playoffs.
What's this say on it?
What's that?
What's it say on the top? Greatness lasts forever or lasts?
Lasts.
It looks like it says lusts.
Lusts forever.
So should I just zoom in for the? I'm just gonna do the T-shirt for the thumbnail. That's pretty good. That's a good thumb. That's like the best thumbnail in a while. I did think about making that meme I made, or that meme that Ben made. The thumbnail last week, but then I was like, maybe I shouldn't just dox Jerry's coworkers.
Yeah. I mean, you could. Nobody knows him.
I know, but I was just like, I don't know if Jerry would be okay with me just posting his coworker as a thumbnail for a podcast.
That was a good meme, though. I didn't think that was so funny.
What did you think of the other meme I made of you with the fat guy?
It was fine until Ben had to slander me.
Yeah, that's true. There's been a lot of Ben's been slandering other people lately.
Yeah, Ben's angry. Ben's angry right now.
He's been extra angry lately. I think he's got something going on.
Maybe we should talk to Ben.
I think Ben needs to talk. He needs to go into anger management.
Yeah, that is true. I have seen him try to hit my cats.
When you're not looking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seen him trying to twist Tyson's paw last week. While I was looking.
I came out of the bathroom and he was just raising his fist to Warby. I'm like, dude, that's the nicest cat ever.
Yeah, it doesn't matter about niceness. It's just about animal abuse.
Yep.
It's just about Ben deflecting his internal pain into physical pain on animals.
And all these animals want to do is eat food and nap.
Yeah, and all Ben wants to do is cause them physical pain.
Yeah. Ben, if you're listening, buddy.
Seek help.
Seek help.
Yeah, seek help, Ben. We know what's going on in there.
A lot of disconnect going on there, guy.
A lot of disconnect.
Hey, when did you start this podcast? How long before you called me?
I started as I called you.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Because then, if you were gonna hang out, say you couldn't do it, then I was just gonna be like, okay, I guess, fuck it, I'm doing it by myself.
Oh,
I called Ben, and Ben couldn't do it. He was too busy abusing animals.
Just a 30-minute monologue.
He said something. He was gonna hit golf balls at ducks or something.
Oh, you know why he's mad?
Why?
He actually earlier this week said, "Hey, do you want to go watch the new Avatar with me?" I was like, "Yeah, sounds good." And then me and Taryn both want to go watch Avatar.
Yeah.
But also this week, Taryn and I forgot it was our anniversary.
Yeah, I've seen that on Instagram.
So we're like, okay, we'll go on Friday. We did invite Ben, but he can't make it. We invited Ben to our anniversary date. He couldn't make it. We were like, all right, we're still going to go. And he was sad that we're going to watch it without him. So.
Damn, when are you doing that tonight?
Yeah.
Damn, nice. I want to go see Avatar.
Go with Ben. He's super sad.
Maybe it will next week. I don't know if Lydia wants to go see it or not. She hasn't said anything about it. I kind of forgot it was coming out until you just told me.
It's out. I didn't even realize it was already out. Like,
yeah, I didn't either.
It was out earlier this week at some point.
Yeah, I'm not even like that big of a fan of the first one. It was okay.
I mean, I thought it was pretty cool. Like,
yeah, when I seen it in theaters.
It was cool. It was a solid film,
Yeah. Yeah, it's okay.
I was pretty gassed up to go see it.
It's pretty much, what's that movie where the guy dances with wolves?
Dances with the Wolves?
Yeah, it's like basically the same movie as Dances with Wolves.
I've never seen it.
Oh, it's basically like this like pioneer guy. I think gets like he gets it integrated with like Native Americans, like in their culture.
Well, now that James Cameron went to the bottom of the ocean, now it's a water themed one. So,
did you see what James Cameron said like this week or something? He said testosterone is a poison that men need to purge from their body.
What? On what fucking earth are you gonna release like the biggest film of your life, and then you're gonna dive into shit like that?
Yeah, he said that, and then people brought up, which I didn't even know this was a thing, was that testosterone's also the dominant hormone in women. Like, women just have more estrogen than we have. But they actually have more testosterone than they have estrogen. So
why the hell
we just have way more testosterone than women have.
Is now the time to make controversial statements?
I don't know. You're releasing this movie. He's just gonna lay that shit out there that testosterone, men need to purge testosterone from their body.
I just don't understand why it's so hard for people to not say stupid shit, especially on such a high platform.
Well, dude, when you're that level of like director or like famous and like rich, like he's not got anybody in his life that's like telling him no to this stupid shit. So then they just live in this little bubble, and then they just say shit like that.
Like, you would think, okay, I'm releasing the biggest movie of my life.
I'm just gonna avoid controversy
for the next month. Yeah. I need a PR team for a month, and that's it. Then I'll say my stupid shit. But now is not the time.
Yeah, but I feel like a lot of people are gonna agree with him on that. Strangely.
What? Really? Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
It's people love to hate on men that do manly stuff.
That is true. That is true.
Like, I don't know.
Men do suck.
We need to start getting on estrogen, Jerry.
Dude, I've seen how much bras cost. I ain't about to get some titties.
That's true. Bras are expensive.
Yeah, I do not need that expense in my life.
Although girls' clothes are like way cheaper than men's clothes. You ever notice that, Jerry?
No, I guess I haven't.
Yeah, like I went like shopping with Lydia one time, and she's like, I feel like I got like one T-shirt for the same price of all the shit she got.
Yeah, but it's because we wear T-shirts for like 7 years.
That's true. We get a little more. We get way more mileage out of them.
Yeah. So like, well, we gotta up the price because none of these slobs are buying T-shirts.
None of these, yeah, because we'll just like wear them with like holes and grease stains.
Oh, dude, like 90% of my shirts have a hole in the armpit. I don't know what that is. Do I have like that pungent of armpit sweat that I just rot holes in my t-shirts?
You have acidic armpit sweat?
Dude, I swear.
That is a constant battle for guys, is trying to sort through your t-shirts to find the ones that don't have grease stains.
Mm-hmm. And then all my good t-shirts end up as like my undershirts at work, and they end up not being good shirts, and then I don't have good shirts.
Yeah.
And that's the life of a man's clothes.
It's true. It's all t-shirts like we don't throw out any t-shirts. They just go from being good t-shirts that you wear like out to t-shirts you wear like for like pajamas or like loungewear, and then they become undershirts for work.
Yep. And then after that, once after full end of their cycle, they just become like shop rags.
Yeah, it's true.
Like if I have to stain something, I'm just cutting up an old t-shirt. Like we get so much.
Well, in high school, they became something else.
I still got those shirts.
You do?
Yeah, from high school.
Did you ever do the sock thing? I never did the sock thing.
I tried it, but I mean, then you're just rubbing your wiener raw. So.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't understand that. The appeal of
No.
it. Was it like you were supposed to jack off and then about as you're about to come, then you put the sock over your penis?
Or are people just like dry rubbing their wiener with a sock?
Matt has some like long story about his mom finding his cum t-shirt or something.
Oh, dude, did I ever tell you this story about when I was traveling with a band and me and Joey were sleeping at a friend's house? I will not name him. I won't slander him. But he was gone on a different tour, and we were going through his city. So he's like, "Oh yeah, you can stay at my place. You sleep in my bed." So we're sleeping in his bed, me and Joey together on like a queen size.
Yeah.
And we pull the blankets, and this hat comes out from between the bed and the wall. And Joey's like, he picks it up, and he's like, "What? He's got a hat in here." And like, he like opened it to like put it on his head, and it was just caked with cum. Like this dude was coming in his hat for like a year.
Oh my!
Wash it. It's just a cum hat.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
You just had a cum hat?
A beanie full of cum, dude.
That's fucking horrible.
Yeah.
Oh.
I still have never mentioned to him that we found it.
Yeah, you can't mention that.
But me and Joey did, when we left, we tidied up or whatever, and we're like, but we're not going to put the hat back where it was, we're not going to say anything, but we're just going to leave it laying on the bed. Like,
oh, so he knows you found it then.
Yeah, so now he knows we know. We never said anything, but he knows we know.
Damn, you think like later that day after he said you could sleep in his bed, he was just like driving and he's like, oh fuck, the cum hat.
Immediately starts panicking. Like, oh fuck.
They're gonna find my cum hat.
He had to know it was there. For as much as he came inside that
oh,
thing,
he knew it was there, obviously.
Yeah. It was like a staple of his bedroom.
Do you think maybe it was like a you with Andy situation where you guys hid John's beard hair under his, maybe somebody pranked him, put a cum hat under his bed?
I don't think so. That would be disgusting.
If you put somebody's cum hat under, you put your yeah, that'd be grounds to go like shoot and kill someone.
Yeah.
If you you found their cum hat next to your like pillow. How long did Andy sleep on that bag full of hair?
What?
How long did Andy sleep on that bag full of hair that you guys put in his pillow?
I don't know. Well, John did something to me too once.
Well, yeah, we were just talking about this last weekend where he put like some tuna fish or something on top of your fridge or something.
No, he did something in my bedroom to like try to make it stinky.
Yeah, that was the tuna fish thing, wasn't it? Where he put like a can of tuna.
Yeah, he like hid something. Or I don't remember how
then
it all went down.
Because I was just talking about this last weekend. Then you guys decided to get back at him, you and Riley, by like putting this disgusting concoction, and because it was him and Lincoln that did it, and you guys like undid their vent going into their room and like put it in there.
Yeah, and like it was like a concoction of like stuff that could get really rotten.
Because you guys were gonna do it. You guys were gonna do it to me and Nolan too. And I was like, dude, because I walked in as you guys were doing this to John. I was like, don't do that to me. I had nothing to do with that.
And the thing is, like, I don't know if it was ever really found. I don't think it ever stunk.
I think it did stink because I think Lincoln. Riley said Lincoln found it like immediately with his like super smell.
That is true. He does have supersonic smelling.
Yeah, he found it like that same day immediately. And then he said
he probably smelled the mustard that we put in there.
And he said John didn't find it until like he was moving out.
Oh God.
He said like he found like some like thing like full of like mold or something.
Yeah, because we put like stuff in there that were like, oh, that's gonna rot and stink really bad.
Yeah, it was like,
and it just never came up again.
Yeah, well, Lincoln found it. I think he found it like immediately.
That's hilarious.
I remember one time in a mess with John, because John was always getting like pissed off about people putting like silverware in the wrong place. So me and Lincoln went to the knife block and we just switched all the knives on the wrong spot. It's like a practical joke. Like every time we would be in the apartment, me and Lincoln would switch the knives around. And then John would never say anything about it, but I know he was like secretly fuming, like angry that me and Lincoln kept doing this.
Very particular boy.
Yeah. But anyways, I think that's gonna do this for this Dylan Crimless NGP podcast. If you guys
if you're out there, buddy, get a hold of us.
I was gonna say, if you guys have seen or heard from Dylan Crim, please dial the number in the podcast link.
Oh fuck! Who's your number?
No, it's
Put Lincoln's number.
It's the Habitat for Humanity number.
Put Lincoln's number.
I'll put Lincoln's number in the podcast. Please contact Lincoln. He's spearheading this investigation.
Oh my god.
But that's going to be it for this podcast.
Right. Well done, Coffee Zach. Good podcast.
Senpai Zach. Dylan Crim's not here to ex-nay that idea of me being Senpai Zach. Sifu Zach. I want to be Sifu Zach.
Seafood Zach. Yeah. No, you're Coffee Zach.
No, I'm Sifu Zach now. The master.
I don't think you get to pick your own nickname.
Well, no, I didn't. You said my name was Sifu Zach.
No, I think your name was Zappuccino. Dylan said it was Coffee Zach. And I was like, that's even better.
Sifu Coffee Zach.
Coffee seafood.
Coffee seafood? I'm good with that. Coffee seafood. Anyways, I'm going to end this podcast. I'm about to have to try and drive through a fucking snowstorm, so that's going to be fun.
Beautiful. Alright, well.
Alright.
Glad I could do it with you.
Yeah, glad to have you on, Jerry the Bag. That's all, folks.
Alright. We'll see you, man.
Yeah, see you.
Their dicks are huge.